Dear students, hitherto we did something about mathematics. Now, flying back to science subject now, I would like to take up the second chapter. What is the second chapter? That is acids, bases, and salts. It's a very big chapter all by itself for discussion, and a large number of questions can be discussed there. And we'll have to just go one by one. When we just discuss certain things there, I don't want to limit myself to our textbook only and textbook information only, because you are expected to know a little more than what exactly uh, that is given the textbook. That is, they are my students, I would like to say that. All right, sir. What is an acid? ಓದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ ಓದಿಲ್ಲ. What is an acid? Acid is a word derived from the Latin root acidus. It is derived from the Latin root acidus, A-C-I-D-U-S, acidus, meaning sour to taste. Please understand. What is an acid? Acid is a word derived from the Latin root acidus, meaning sour to taste. That's the meaning. And then, coming to this particular acid, you take any acid, hydrochloric acid. What is the formula? HCl. What is the formula for sulfuric acid? H2SO4. Nitric acid, HNO3. Carbonic acid, H2CO3. You take any acid, ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸಲ್ಲೂ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇದೆ. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಆಲ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ನೆಸರ್ಲಿ ಕಂಟೈನ್, ಬರೀ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬಾರ್ದು. ಆಲ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ನೆಸಸರ್ಲಿ ಕಂಟೈನ್ replaceable hydrogen atoms, part of which or of all of which may be displaced by a metal. Correct ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು. Once again, all acids should necessarily contain replaceable hydrogen atoms. All acids should necessarily contain hydrogen atoms alla. They must contain replaceable hydrogen atoms that can be displaced by a metal. That is actually an acid. All acids should necessarily contain replaceable hydrogen atoms, part of which or all of which may be displaced by a metal. That's the first characteristic of an acid. How to recognize that one. And then, you just take that. How are these acids broadly classified? Acids are broadly classified into two groups. One is organic acids and another one is inorganic acids. So acids are broadly classified into two groups, namely organic acids and inorganic acids. Then comes the question, sir, what is an organic acid? What is an inorganic acid? Organic acid, the moment I say organic acid, it is vegetable derived acid found in nature. Vegetable derived acid that is present in vegetables, etc., etc. That's how it's called. Vegetable derived acid is an organic acid. I hope you just understand this one. ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನನಗೆ, ಲೆಮನ್. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಇದೆ ಲೆಮನ್. lemon contains citric acid. Am I right? Lemon contains a citric acid. It is an organic acid. Then tamarind, that is called ಹುಣಸೆ ಹಣ್ಣು. Tamarind contains tartaric acid. So tartaric acid is an organic acid. You just take milk in the morning. That milk contains lactic acid. It is an organic acid. You must understand that one. Please understand this one. You just take you see that one, apple, you just take apple. Apple contains malic acid. Apple contains malic acid. And then your spinach, you know that one. that contains what is called oxalic acid, H2C2O4, that is oxalic acid. That means all these acids, ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಎರಡೇ ಆದಪ್ಪ ಭಾಳ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮೂರು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್. ಟ್ಯಾಮ್ರಂಟ್ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನಾವು, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಟಾಟಾರಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಸಿಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಲೆಮನ್, ಎನಿ ಸಿಟ್ರಸ್ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್. It's called citrus fruit. They contain which one? The citric acid. They're all organic acids. And then what are inorganic acids? Inorganic acids are also called mineral acids. They obtain from minerals. We prepare it in the laboratory. They obtain from chemicals. They are referred to as what we call, which one are inorganic acids. What are those acids? Mainly three acids, you know that one. Hydrochloric acid. Then sulfuric acid. Next one, nitric acid. The moment I say hydrochloric acid, it is HCl. Sulfuric acid means it is H2SO4. Nitric acid means HNO3. And there is also another one, H2CO3, carbonic acid. Here I want to talk something about this carbonic acid. Why, sir? The moment I say carbonic acid, H2CO3, many people say that it is an organic acid. ನೀವು ಹುಡುಗರಷ್ಟು ಜನ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಿ ಇದನ್ನ. Carbonic acid is not an organic acid. It is an inorganic acid. ಯಾಕೆ sir? Please understand. One of the important characteristics of organic acid is it must contain, see now organic acids are also called carboxylic acids. ಮುಂದೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. They are also called carboxylic acids. Why? They contain carboxylic group. Carboxylic means, you must understand that one, it is a COOH group. All organic acids contain COOH group. Carbonic acid does not possess that one. What is carbonic acid? Carbon dioxide dissolves in water to form carbonic acid. Carbon dioxide dissolves in water to form what? Carbonic acid. CO2 plus H2O gives us to H2CO3. Now equation ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. CO2 carbon dioxide plus H2O water gives us to H2CO3 carbonic acid. This carbonic acid does not contain COOH group and therefore it is not a carboxylic acid. It is not an organic acid. ಇದನ್ನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Carbonic acid is an example for organic acid. ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ನೀವು ಬರೀಬೋದು, it does not contain carboxylic group, therefore it is not an organic acid. Okay sir, now I have understood what are organic acids, what are inorganic acids. And further I would like to just tell you one thing. Lavoisier, he discovered oxygen. Lavoisier discovered oxygen. How? By focusing sunlight on mercuric oxide. You please take this small story. Lavoisier focused sunlight on mercuric oxide. Mercuric oxide is also called red oxide of mercury. What is its formula, sir? HgO. This HgO, mercuric oxide, decomposes into mercury and oxygen. It decomposes into mercury and oxygen. That is how he could just prepare oxygen gas to start with. He was the discoverer of oxygen gas. Okay, sir. And then he went on conducting experiments regarding the properties. He took actually all non-metals. He took non-metals, burnt in oxygen. Carbon burns in oxygen to form carbon dioxide. Please understand. Carbon burns in oxygen to form carbon dioxide. Sulfur burns in oxygen to form sulfur dioxide. Phosphorus burns in oxygen to form phosphorus trioxide or phosphorus pentoxide. Okay, sir. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಾಲಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಬಂತು. ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಾಲಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೆಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇದನ್ನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ನ್ ಇನ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಾಲಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್. ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಾಗ ನಾನು ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. Non-metallic oxides, dissolve in water to form acids. Carbon dioxide, as I already told you, carbon dioxide dissolves in water to form carbonic acid. CO2 plus H2O gives us to what? H2CO3, that is carbonic acid. And you just take sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide dissolves in water to form what? Sulfurous acid. Please understand. Once again, I write this equation for your sake now. Now, CO2 plus H2O gives rise to H2CO3. See that. It is H2CO3 means it is carbonic acid. I take sulfur dioxide SO2. It dissolves in water to form H2SO3, that is sulfurous acid. H2SO3 means sulfurous acid. I take SO3, sulfur trioxide, dissolves in water to form sulfuric acid, H2SO4. You please see that. Sulfur trioxide dissolves in water to form sulfuric acid. Phosphorus pentoxide, P2O5, actually dissolves in water to form metaphosphoric acid, HPO3. P2O5 plus H2O gives us 2 of HPO3, that is metaphosphoric acid. When water is cold, phosphorus pentoxide dissolves in cold water to form metaphosphoric acid. But the same phosphorus pentoxide dissolves in hot water, H2O, gives us to H3PO4, that is called orthophosphoric acid. Phosphorus pentoxide dissolves in hot water to form orthophosphoric acid. Equation is not balanced here. 2 of H3PO4, therefore 3 of H2O. P2O5 plus 3 of H2O will give you 2 of H3PO4. Orthophosphoric acid bantu. Similarly, nitrogen pentoxide ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಾಲಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್. ಇಟ್ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನೈಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್, HNO3. ನೋಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಾಲಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ dissolve in water to form nitric acid, of course to form acids. Non-metallic oxides dissolve in water to form what? Acids. ಇದು ಲವಾಯಿಷರು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ. And he said, ನೋಡಿ ಇವನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲದರಲ್ಲೂ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಈ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ. And therefore, to start with, Lavoisier said all acids should necessarily contain which one? Oxygen ಅಂತ. ಅವನು ಹಾಗೆ ಹೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಇಂಡಿಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ. ವಾಟ್ ಡಿಡ್ ಹಿ ಸೇ? ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಇಂಡಿಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ಟ. ವೈ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ he discovered oxygen, he burnt non-metals in oxygen to get non-metallic oxides. Non-metallic oxides dissolve in water to form acids, but naturally see that all these acids should contain oxygen atoms. And he said like that. But Sir Humphrey Davy showed that HCl is an acid. HCl does not contain which one? Oxygen. Still it is an acid. What is HCl? Hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid has got all the properties of an acid. Then comes the question. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಯ್ತದು, ಲವಾಯಿಷರ್ದು ಥಿಯರಿ ಹೋಯ್ತು. ಅದನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲಿಕ್ಸ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಾರೆ, CALX, ಕ್ಯಾಲಿಕ್ಸ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಿದ್ರು. ದಟ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ವಾಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಾಟ್ ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಡ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ he gave the correction. Who? Sir Humphrey Davy gave this correction. What was the correction he gave? It is not oxygen. Please understand. It is not oxygen, but it is hydrogen, which is the indispensable constituent of all acids. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ? ಲವಾಯಿಷರ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡು HCl ಅಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವುದು? ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಇರೋದು. ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋದು ಹಂಫ್ರಿ ಡೇವಿ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ಈ ಇವನ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ HCl ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಲವಾಯಿಷರ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್, ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇದೆ. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಇಂಡಿಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ correction quota, that is Sir Humphrey Davy. I hope understood. And therefore, that definition is alright because all acids should necessarily contain replaceable hydrogen atoms that contain, and of course, that can be displaced by a metal. Once again, all acids should necessarily contain replaceable hydrogen atoms, part of which or all of which may be displaced by a metal. That is the right definition. ಅದು ಸರ್ ಹಂಫ್ರಿ ಡೇವಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು. ಹಿ ಗೇವ್ ಎ ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಥಿಯರಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯಾರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಇದು ಲವಾಯ್ಸರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು. Okay, I hope you understood. Thereby, once again, we have got two kinds of acids there. What are the two kinds of acids now we have got? One kind of acids contain oxygen atoms and another kind of acids do not contain oxygen atoms. Am I right? You see that? See that? Certain acids contain oxygen atoms. Certain acids do not contain oxygen atoms. And therefore another classification comes there. Those acids that contain oxygen atoms, Lavoisier acids and karitanalla, they are called oxy acids. Please understand. Those acids that contain oxygen atoms, they are called oxy acids. And those acids which do not contain oxygen, they are called hydracids. So once again, I got two classifications there. One is oxy acids and hydracids. I can story ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. Oxy acids and hydracids. So ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅದೇನು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಕಾರ್ಬಾನಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಈಸ್, ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ ಇನ್ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಈಗ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಸಲ್ಫ್ಯೂರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್, ನೈಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್, ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಕಾಲ್, ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್, ಫಾಸ್ಫಾರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಆಕ್ಸಿ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್. ಯಾಕೆ? ದೇ ಕಂಟೇನ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್. ಹೈಡ್ರೋಕ್ಲೋರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್, HCl, HBr, HIA, hydrogen sulfide solution. It acts as an acid. So all these things, they don't contain oxygen, therefore they are referred to as what you call hydracids. So you have understood now. Once again, we have got two broad divisions. One is oxy acids and hydracids. Okay, sir. And you must know all these things, sir. Before we just get into the other details of which one acids. Today, simply I have started this acids to give the definition of all these things, sir, to give you the definition. So, once again, organic acids are weak acids. And which one? Inorganic acids are strong acids. Once again, we have got two divisions there. One is strong acids and weak acids. Why are they strong acids? Why are they called strong acids? Why are they called weak acids? We shall see all these things tomorrow. We'll just finish it with this lecture today. Tomorrow, I'll come with other details. Thank you. Good evening to all of you.